Hi, I'm Doug Marks with Metal Method Video Guitar Lessons. Today I'm going to share my note-for-note rendition of the introduction to Red House. It's the ultimate psychedelic blues song with a real emphasis on blues. Of all guitarists, Jimi Hendrix had the greatest impact on my playing. His funky psychedelic blues touches me like no other music, and it always has. Yet, I've never actually performed his music live. It never quite fit into my band's playlist. So this lesson is very special for me because it gives me the opportunity to play some Jimi Hendrix blues and possibly show off a bit. My guitar tuning to match the original recording is tuned down a half step. I know this is a hassle, but you got to do it to sound like Jimi. One of the first things to remember about bending strings is get as many fingers on the string as possible so it won't slip. For example, if you're on the second string, it's pretty easy to get all 4 fingers on. On the 3rd and 4th strings, you're really only able to get like 3 fingers on. You must know exactly how to physically bend a string. Don't depend on your hearing because bends are too fast. So memorize exactly how much you have to bend to pitch. And also check your pitch. Another thing to remember is a good way to cheat as well as be expressive is to use vibrato. That way there's a lot of variation in the pitch and nobody can say, you know, that's not quite right because there's a lot of variation in the pitch. So you don't have to hit the note just absolutely perfectly. This composition has half-step bends, whole step bends, and string breaking 2 whole step bends. Measures 1 and 2 feature a 7th triad. Now normally this triad is a funky thing. But we're not doing that here. This is a little different, expressed in a different way. As a matter of fact, it took me a while to realize, wow, that's just a 7th chord, because it sounds, you know, I don't know, so mysterious. In measure 4, it's a bend, and then back to the original note, bend, back to the original note, the A note. And this is a great trick. I mean, this is something that you should be able to apply to your bends. It's very common. Another one in measure 4 is the Chuck Berry type of riff. At the beginning of the 6th measure is a slide bend. I don't actually start on the 7th fret as noted. I like to give it a run. Measure 9 begins with a bend, and then you sustain the 14th fret on the 1st string, and you sustain the bend. Then you're holding the 14th fret bent and release. This is a bend and release. Number 10 begins with a 2-stepped bend and release, and then you bend again. After that, the next section begins after the rest in measure 11. It's a half-step bend. That's the end of this lesson. Please subscribe to my channel, very important, and ring the bell to receive notifications of when I release new weekly videos. Also, be sure your phone is set to receive YouTube notifications or you won't hear from me. To make it easy for you to learn to play this, there's a download package that includes the animated tab you'll see in this program. It also has printable tab and other documentation. It includes Guitar Pro 8 files, but you must have the program to take advantage of these. Guitar Pro 8 allows you to play along with the original recording, the tab, it's animated, play at any tempo. There is a link in the video description to the free download package. You gotta download it. It's very, very cool. You will not believe how much stuff is in that package, and it's free. I'm looking forward to your comments. Let me know what you think. I always enjoy reading them, or most of the time I enjoy reading them. Some of them are kind of hard to handle, but that's okay. I can take the criticism. I will see you next week.